You've always said and maintained, I'm the best fighter at 154, and you said, I'm going to prove it here tonight. What do you think you proved here tonight?
Well, I definitely proved that I'm more than just a puncher, but I also proved that I'm a puncher. I also stick to my game plans. Today, I grade myself, listening to my coach. I say an A because of the fact that everything he told me to do in training camp, I did. I pushed myself this whole way through. It's been a journey for me. I got these beautiful beds in front of me, and all I could think about is my family sitting at home that wasn't allowed to come here because of the COVID protocol. But I'm definitely bringing home the stress like they told me to do.
And obviously this is different because of COVID, because of the bubble and things like that. But did it help you guys be more focused because you don't have to worry about family, tickets, and all that stuff, considering it's your first time on pay-per-view?
I definitely can say that if you're not made for boxing, don't come to the bubble. You're going to be isolated, you're going to be by yourself, you're going to be focused on just losing weight and training. And if you didn't get your training done at home, it's not going to be done in the bubble. And it's going to separate the boys from the men, for sure.
Let's talk about this fight because, I've just learned that Jeison Rosario is going to be taken to the hospital for observation here.
Yeah.
Let's start at the first round. You drop him at the first round. Were you thinking in your mindset, boy, this may be an easy night?
No, I was just knowing that he gonna keep coming, and he did. He pressed on for like 4 or 5 extra rounds before I was able to floor him again. And I'm growing, and I'm realizing that the knockout just comes. And for a fact, I knew I have explosive power in each one of my hands. Today I utilized my jab more than I did any other punch, and that's what got me all of these traps.
Congratulations on the victory.
Yeah.
First time on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your performance.
Oh, man. First off, I want to thank God. I want to thank my team. I want to thank Ronnie Shields. I want to thank everybody who's still behind me. Keith Nelson, Steve Achamba. I got to thank all my boys, man. I'm sorry.
No, that's
Brother Lawrence, I love you.
What'd you think about your performance in the fight?
All right, so about my fight. I made my team proud. I did what I was supposed to do. I went in there and I executed the game plan. Ronnie Shields told me that I passed the test. It's the biggest test that I was supposed to have in my career. I passed the test. I'm happy. Get back to the drawing board and figure out what's next.
Listen, I know you wanted a knockout.
Yeah.
Every fighter does, especially when you're on pay-per-view. This guy was tough, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Was he tougher than you thought he was going to be?
Nah, I knew he was going to be tough. I knew he was going to come to fight. I just didn't know how. I didn't know when. I didn't know when he was gonna try to turn it up. But then it never felt like I let him turn it up. So I knew I was sticking to my game plan. I studied well. I didn't let any of the being in the bubble or any of the controversial losses that we taking as black people get to my head, and I just fought through it. That's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to continue to fight. Don't let nothing negative interrupt your positive, and we're gonna stay strong and get through this.
I thought it was a really workman-like performance by you because you just seemed composed throughout. I thought you buckled him in the 3rd round. You buckled him in the 8th round. What did you like that you did in this fight specifically?
I stayed poised. I stayed composed. I executed the game plan. I used my jab. I stayed behind the jab. I got away from him, and sometimes Ronnie Shields got me back to it. I did want to knock him out. I wanted to knock him out, make a statement. But getting the victory, shutting him out, that was a statement enough. On to bigger names and bigger things in boxing. That Charlo twins are here, baby. Trying to tell y'all.
I want to take it from the point of view of premium opponents. I think Callum Smith's a premium opponent. I'd love to see that fight. But if someone said, here, give me your order of preference, Canelo fights. Who do you want to see him fight? Well, if he's at 175 pounds, I'd love to see him fight better Biev, right? Or if he's at 168 or 175, Bivol may be the best guy, or or if he's going to be at middleweight, maybe a rematch with Triple G. If it was just based on quality of opponent, maybe Demetrius Andrade, even if that's not the most exciting styles matchup in the world. And Callum Smith would fit in there, but not at 1 or 2 or maybe 3. Does DAZN, are they making, to your knowledge, or do they have some kind of case like that? Like, it needs to be the top 2 or 3 consensus guy that you should fight. And what does premium mean? Does it mean just quality of opponent? Does it mean what they bring to the table financially? Has DAZN made clear how they define premium opponent?
Max, great question. DAZN is defining premium opponent as a fighter that might help Canelo draw 1 million subscribers plus for that event. So, Gennady Golovkin 1 and 2 against Canelo both drew over 1 million pay-per-view buys on HBO. So did Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And those are the kind of fights they're looking for. They see the kind of fights that Canelo did, whether it was against Arizandi Lara or it was against Alfredo Angulo, those fights that did in that 400, 700 range as non-premium opponents, and they think Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, Jacobs, and Kovalev all fall in that range. And really, Max, this all boils down to one thing. Canelo did not fight Triple G in 2019. When DAZN did this deal for over $300 million, they had it structured around facts. They thought they would get that fight. They were banking on getting a big-time subscriber base that would compound in theory, right? Those subscribers maybe stay around for a long time, and they think maybe they lost out on $100 million or more. And that's why they want to restructure this deal now. And that's also why I think we've heard that maybe they would see as a premium opponent a guy like Jorge Masvidal, who's in the UFC, or maybe a Conor McGregor. They want commercially big fights.
By the way, this points out something so interesting about boxing. Mike Tyson and I have discussed this through the years, where it's partly athletic competition, but it's also, even in terms of the greatness of fighters, people really look at the commercial success of the fighters. It's a mixture of both. When you say premium opponent, to make it about business, why not have him box a kangaroo?